next is change colours. So what we'll do here is we shall change the colour, the word colour, or colours. And if you go to the top, so it's got to be selected. If you click font colour here, it gives you this palette. Let's just check it's still selected. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose a nice bright red. Now you saw in the pop-up it actually gives a little 6-digit number with a hash at the front. That's how each colour has a number. That's all it means. So it's start of colour, which is FF, quadruple 0, colours, end colour. So let's see what that looks like. Now you see I might not like that colour, so I can change it. Now watch this carefully, because your instinct is to maybe select that whole thing again and click on another colour, say a dark blue. But what's happened, if you look, is it's actually doubled up on the colours. So you've got that colour there, which was the original red, and then outside it's nested another level, which is the blue. Are you interested in seeing what that looks like? Because it's going to confuse the thing. I'm not quite sure what's going to happen actually. But what's happened is it's recognised the first colour, blue, but then it's got completely confused by the second command. So with colours, what you have to do is either you select the whole thing and make it a different colour, or you have to deselect a colour before you do it. The best thing of all is just to remove the formatting. So that's true of any formatting. You can't change it in situ. You have to remove it and then reapply it. It's a bit fussy like that. So let's go to colours and go for font colour to bring up that palette, and go for the blue we were after to start with. And so if we click on preview, there it is, a blue. Okay, so that's basically the formatting. Like I say, you can do bold, italic. I wouldn't bother with code. That's something a bit special. I'll show you. I won't show you images this time round. I'll show you URLs in a second. Colours, font colours, size, centre. You can obviously go right as well. These two are special ones that I put in that I won't show you at the moment, and also the YouTube one. So there's help on all of these under this this link here. It's called BB code, for bulletin board code. So I was going to show you links, wasn't I? Well, first of all, we've got to get a link. Let's imagine that we want to go to see Bible Gateway. So I've already got that up. You can see in this tab, and it's going to do a search on Galatians 2:20 because that's a bit of a favourite passage. There it is. So if I want to link to that passage, I have to go to this address bar up here. You probably noticed this. If I click on that, it's selected the whole lot. If I press Control and C, or you've probably got other ways of doing copy, but Control and C is a copy. Go back here, and if I want to do to Bible Gateway, if I put the cursor where I want it to go, Control and V, and actually that will be enough, because it starts with this special address text. If I preview it, you can see that it's already, you can see by the finger that's going to come up, I'm going to go there when I click on it. So in fact we'll get rid of that now, and if I do, I don't really want to, I think it'll create a new tab. Oh, it's opened up a new window actually, and there it is, Galatians 2:20. So that's done it. So you might have seen this URL. That's officially what you should wrap around it, but it usually recognises a link. So you can just put a link in there. You can see it's got ... because it's a very long link, and it didn't bother to write it all out. But what you can do is you can make that a little bit tidier by playing with it. And this is a bit sophisticated, so let's highlight all of that we put in there. And if you click URL, that's what it's done automatically for you. It's stick a URL at the front and a URL at the back. And if you play with it, so we're going to move that, we're going to put a bracket in here, because we're going to move a square bracket, and we're going to take out that bracket there, delete that out, and instead put an equals. So now we've got the URL equals our URL name or address name, and we've got something here. So if we put Bible Gateway, if I control X that to cut it and then stick it in between those two there. Now if you've been following that, we've now got the URL tag is URL equals, so we've hidden that now within the tag itself, and we're going to turn Bible Gateway into the link end of tag, end of URL tag. So you probably see me do this in my link. So now you can see that it's just got EG to Bible Gateway. It's obviously a link with the little fingers coming up, and if you see down in the bottom left corner, when I hover over it, you can see the link, hopefully you see the link that's going to come up. So again, click on it, we're laughing. Okay, I'll show you one more thing before we come away from here. If I open up a new tab, so I'm going to right mouse click so that I don't lose this page, open up a new tab up here, look, I might want to go to the calendar. So say I want to go to this catch up and encouragement. So we're here. This has also got an address, so if I click on that address, if I want to put a link into somewhere in the forum, like where I am in the playpen, what I can do is so here's a link to the calendar. Oops. And then if I control V, you can see it's put that link in, and this is called a magic link, so it's going to know that it's within the within Gracebook itself, and when we preview it, you'll see that it's chopped the front off. So if I click on that, it's gone to the calendar event. It's actually kept it in the same page. So if I refresh that, hopefully we've got all our stuff back again. So if I submit it, I'm going to hurry up. There it is. That's all the stuff we've been doing. One last thing, I'll go back into edit. I can do that on my own post. Smileys, you're probably aware of smileys. I'm going to stick one at the end. You have to have the cursor again in this text field. You can't drag it, something weird will happen if you do that, but if you just click on it and the text cursor's there, it sticks this little code in. I'm going to submit it because I know it's going to look good. Alright, and there you go. Little hug.